After years of complaints, residents of Greenland in East End, Tortola, can now breathe a sigh of relief with the construction of a temporary sewage plant in that community to prevent any further sewage wastewater runoff onto the public roads. District 8 Representative Marlon Penn told JTV News during an on-site visit to the facility on Wednesday that the plant installed by Caribbean Basin Enterprises is located on land owned by government and there is room for further expansion when necessary. He says the recycled water from the plant can be used for irrigation purposes.
We thought it was important for us to come up with a temporary solution while we're continuing the major works as it relates to the sewage. So we've since installed a temporary plant which is just behind of us here, and we're now in the process of finalizing designs for running the pipes and other infrastructural needs to the homes so that they could be treated at this plant. The good thing about this solution is that we've already had much needed infrastructure already installed previously. So all we have to do now is to connect piping from the infrastructure in the main road to the homes that are most the ones that are most causing the runoff in the streets particularly. And then we would have what we call a lift station by the main road that lifts the sewage into the system and treat it and send it back into the guts as fresh water. Right behind of us there are some farmers, and I've had discussion with one of those farmers as a possibility of using the recycled product, which is normally a clean flowing product. We just had a Francis Lettsome school. They have a similar plant, and the runoff is literally clean fresh water, and it's been tested and it's safe water that could be used for irrigation. So that's an option that the farmers have on the table if they choose to accept, or we could just, like I said, just run it back into the gut and it runs to the sea as clean fresh water.
The Greenland Sewage Project is just one part of the National Sewage Project. In August this year, Communications and Works Minister Mark Vanderbilt promised that construction of a temporary sewage plant in Greenland was in the pipeline. The national project was stalled in April this year, and Minister Vanderpool explained that government had to extend and vary the contract with Caribbean Basin Enterprises for a period of 10 months until November 30th, 2013. Marlon Penn says much work has been done since then.
Sewage has been a major concern for our community, especially the Greenland community, for many years now. And after taking office in 2011, we started to very quickly restart the sewage process. And we've done that, and we've addressed many of the areas in terms of infrastructure, in particularly Paramtown, James Young, Major Bay. So much so, in fact, that we've actually, more than any other time in the history of our community, laid more infrastructure. And we're in the process right now of installing the main line, and tenders are out, and we're hopeful to have a decision on those tenders shortly to start that process of the main line from Chapel Hill going all the way to Paraquita Bay.
The issue of liquid waste disposal in East End Long Look area was raised when the Standing Finance Committee met in 2012. Chief Environmental Health Officer Colonel Smith said the volume of liquefied waste had increased and was slated to get much worse as there were not many restrictions on builders leaving enough land for waste disposal. Smith said the East End Long Look area could not have any more development because of this problem.